past half-decade has seen the focus of the entertainment industry shift to a digital platform. Just like Google changed the way we find information, just like how Facebook changed the way we socialize, Netflix changed the way we consume media in a digital age. And today on TV Junkie, I want to take a look at the history of Netflix.
In today's busy world, going to the video store is a hassle. With Netflix, you just make a list of the movies you want to see, and you'll get your first DVDs in about one business day. Keep them as long as you want without late fees.
The year is 1997. The place, Scotts Valley, California. Software engineers Mark Randolph and Reed Hastings, previously co-workers at Pure Software, found Netflix. Randolph wanted to start an internet business but had no idea what to sell, and Hastings was growing sick of fees at local video rental shops. The idea occurred to distribute DVDs through the mail directly to consumers. With an initial investment of $2.5 million provided by Hastings, Netflix debuted in April of 1998. Initially, Netflix operated off a pay-per-rental model before introducing a subscription program in September of 1999 and discontinuing the pay-per-rental system in 2000.
We're very fortunate that more and more consumers are switching to renting online, to using Netflix, and we're benefiting from that.
In these early days, Netflix caught the eye of growing online retailer Amazon and the dominating force in home entertainment, Blockbuster Video. It's rumored that in 1999, Hastings and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos discussed a partnership that would have netted Randolph and Hastings $12 million. Netflix, however, publicly denied this potential deal, though sources maintain it happened. The following year, with Netflix operating at a financial loss despite having grown its subscriber base to 300,000, Hastings offered to sell Netflix to Blockbuster for $50 million, an offer the home video giant declined.
In a bold and clever move, Hastings went for help to his biggest competitor.
So we actually reached out to Blockbuster and invited them to become a strategic partner and an investor.
Blockbuster, the entertainment giant, found it entertaining.
I just want to say I do commend Blockbuster for having the foresight to know that they would need that $50 million in a couple years when they have to pay out a lot of severance packages. Netflix hit the public trading market in the summer of 2002 with stock starting at $15 a share. The company first became profitable in 2003, the year it crossed 1 million subscribers. In 2004, Blockbuster announced their own DVD mail program to compete with Netflix.
Blockbuster realized after we went public that we were going to be a real threat. From 2004 to 2007, we had a very fun, scary, epic battle with Blockbuster. Really, if they had started 2 years earlier, they probably would have won.
In April of 2004, Netflix announced their intent to expand into digital video on demand as a defensive move, staking claim on new business territory. By the conclusion of 2004, co-founder Mark Randolph was no longer with the company. Although Netflix wanted to start their internet video service in 2005, the program didn't launch until 2007, at which point the company's subscriber count has grown to 7.5 million, and the company had profited $1.2 billion in revenue that year alone. The introduction of instant streaming came as a no additional cost bonus to Netflix subscribers. Initially, the amount of content that could be streamed was limited to 6 to 18 hours per month, depending on your subscription plan at the time, with around 1,000 films to choose between. Being the first name in the still yet untapped world of internet video streaming, Netflix was able to secure several lucrative contracts exclusively and at rates that favored Netflix. The first big partnership came with premium cable outlet Starz in October of 2008, bringing a plethora of currently Hollywood hit films to Netflix.
The deal that they struck with Starz enabled them to get some great films out of the Sony library, the Disney library, and they only made that deal for something like $20 million, which in retrospect was the steal of the decade.
The next month, Netflix became available on the Xbox 360, and over the next couple of years rolled out onto other gaming devices.
As part of our commitment to expanding our video offerings, I'm thrilled to announce that we've formed an exclusive partnership with Netflix.
The game console that became most used for Netflix was the PlayStation 3, which is a bit ironic, seeing how the PS3 pushed Blu-ray technology, help speeding up the death of the DVD platform, which is how Netflix started in the first place. Circle of life. 2010 and 2011 saw the debut of competition from Hulu and Amazon. Hulu first with their Plus program, which offered a wide array of television programs, more recent than Netflix's catalog, and next Amazon Instant Video as an expansion of their Amazon Prime program. However, the two websites had a lot of ground to make up, as by 2010 Netflix had become the biggest hog of internet data in the United States. 2010 saw Netflix's first international expansion, with Canada becoming the second nation to receive the streaming service. 2011 saw Netflix come to Central America and the Caribbean, and in 2012 Netflix arrived in the UK before spreading across Europe. 2011 was a critical year for Netflix, one of groundbreaking announcements and enormous mistakes. Knowing that the company would have to drastically raise its spending to license content for streaming in the next round of negotiations, Netflix began looking into producing original content, and on March 15, 2011, announced their first major production, political drama House of Cards, with Kevin Spacey and directed by David Fincher. Netflix spent $100 million on the first 2 seasons of the show and outbid HBO for the property. It was a landmark acquisition for the company that began to shift the entertainment industry towards a primarily digital platform. Needless to say, Netflix's content producing partners were not happy. Within weeks, both Showtime and Starz announced they would start delaying their content to Netflix. Starz at the time was entering renegotiations with Netflix for a new contract, worth potentially 5 times as much as their initial deal in 2008. Further Netflix exclusive content was announced in 2011, including Norwegian drama Lilyhammer, which would become the first Netflix exclusive in America, and the 4th season of cult classic comedy Arrested Development.
Hey guys, we're here! We're here! We're doing it!
However, Netflix had several missteps in 2011. First, in October, Hastings announced a plan to split Netflix's DVD mail service into a new program called Qwikster, with a W. With a W. This would require people who wanted both the DVD mail program and online streaming to have 2 separate memberships. An ill-conceived program with an awful name, the idea was shut down the following month, but the PR damage and a subscription price hike resulted in the loss of 800,000 subscribers in October, and Netflix's stock plunged from $298 a share down to just $69 a share in the second half of 2011. At that low price, the Netflix stock became, as one financial expert put it,
The steal of the decade.
Lilyhammer debuted on Netflix in February of 2012 and was the only so-called Netflix original of that year, mainly serving as a test on how Netflix would launch their later original shows. House of Cards debuted its entire first season on February 1st, 2013, and was followed by Arrested Development that May and Orange is the New Black in the summer. House of Cards and Orange is the New Black had very positive reviews. The 4th season of Arrested Development very mixed, something I hope to address in a future video. In its first year eligible for the Emmys, Netflix received 14 nominations, with House of Cards earning the most with 9 and winning 1. The following year, in its first cycle eligible, Orange earned 12 nominations and won 3 Emmys. These victories signaled Netflix's arrival as a viable content creator. As a YouTuber who's dedicated his channel to broadcast and cable television, I would just like to thank Netflix for crashing the party. You didn't even bring any mixers. The rise of Netflix as a show creator helped the company's stock rebound. The stock rose as high as $700 a share in the summer of 2015 before a 7-for-1 stock split brought the price back down to around $100 while flooding the market with new shares. Netflix's aggressive content expansion included a 5-show deal with Marvel, creating several new franchises for the website and expanding its comic book audience to go hand in hand with its exclusive streaming of The Walking Dead. In recent years, Netflix has expanded into the film industry, most notably with the African war drama Beasts of No Nation starring Idris Elba, and recently, the sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. In October of 2014, Netflix announced itself as the exclusive home for 4 upcoming, very prestigious Adam Sandler films. Netflix agreed to fully finance all 4 films, and with The Ridiculous 6 having a budget of $60 million, it's clear Netflix would have to invest at least $200 million in Adam Sandler, or, as one executive put it,
The steal of the decade.
The Ridiculous 6 was universally panned by critics, yet became the most watched film within 30 days of its release in the history of Netflix. This year, Netflix plans to release 600 hours of original content. Now that breaks down to about 1 full season of new television each week. The company also estimates they will spend $6 billion on content acquisition this year. $6 billion. Now, why is Netflix spending so much money? Well, Hulu and Amazon are sort of catching up. Amazon in particular, who just signed the crew of UK's Top Gear to an all-new racing show exclusively on Amazon Prime Video. Right now, Netflix is on top, but they have to continue aggressively expanding to stay on top. Netflix revolutionized the way we consume media in a digital age, and the next couple years will be telling to see if they can stay on top like Facebook or if they will falter like MySpace. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe. I am about 20 subscribers away from the 1,000 subscriber mark, and I've got some really good things planned for that. I'm anticipating I'll be able to make some announcements next week, so if you like this video, please subscribe. Also, let's have a conversation in the comments below. House of Cards this weekend. Are you excited? I definitely am. In fact, I plan on doing a review of Season 4 by the end of this weekend if I can binge it fast enough. Anyways, that's all I have. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more here on TV Junkie.